Hi again, everybody. It is Victor from South Florida, playbooksports.com, and it is a beautiful afternoon. As you can see, we've got the wonderful Hard Rock Hotel Casino and the Guitar Hotel in the background, and we are looking forward to a very, very exciting weekend of football. And a lot of people have been waiting for this weekend for 6 months now, the first full weekend of combined college and NFL. And we are very, very excited here at Playbook. And what I've been working on here over the last couple of weeks is what you see here. Let's get in here so we can see this nicely. It is the Playbook Totals Tip Sheet newsletter. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is our 6 page over under publication. This is issue number one. It just came out yesterday, and you're going to want to take advantage of that. It's available at playbooksports.com. $11 for one issue, $119 for the entire season. Again, 6 pages. It's the only publication in America that's devoted exclusively to NFL over under wagering. What exactly is the totals tip sheet, you ask? Well, again, it's 6 pages of over under best bets, totals information, totals tidbits. Beginning this year, we have got 5 best bets in each week's issue, 3 full game over under best bets, and then a couple of these team total best bets. That's where you bet the over under in an NFL game for just one team, not two teams. Now, we do want to review, if I can, the 2022 season, and this is probably going to require me to get the specs on. So let's take a look at that 2020 over under review in the NFL. Last season in NFL action, the most important number, 43.8 points. That's a pretty low number, and that was the average points in an NFL game last season, only 43.8. And that was on top of a 2021 season that was also fairly low scoring, that averaged only 46.0 points per game. So that's two low scoring years in a row when you compare them to that record breaking high scoring season of 2020. Remember during the COVID season how high scoring the NFL games were? In fact, that was a record breaking season in which there was 49.6 combined points per game. Now, fast forward only 2 short years. In a 2 year period, we have seen almost a full touchdown less per game when it comes to the average score, right? 49.6 in 2020, only 43.8 last year. That's almost 7 points less per game in the NFL. The days of the high scoring games are probably over. So, with that said, it's no wonder that last year in the NFL, there was 119 overs, there was 151 unders, and one tie. That 56% under percentage was the highest in 15 years. And of course, the total number of 151 unders was the most in any NFL season ever. Now, we want to caution you if you're looking to bet some overs in week one or even in week two in the NFL. I say that because I've got the numbers here. Last year in week one, there was only 5 overs and 11 unders. Average points per game only 42.1. That's just last year. And don't forget about week two last year, in which there were 5 overs, 10 unders, one tie, only 43.5. So basically, we're kind of cautioning you if you're going to be playing multiple unders during this first week of the season, it's really not a good week to do that. The last time I looked, there were 6 games in this week one in which the road team is favored, and we never want to go over the total in those games. We're going to call it road chalk. It's the slang term in the NFL for a game in which the road team is favored. And if you're a previous subscriber to our publication, the Totals Tip Sheet newsletter, then you probably already know the story. We've always advocated for the under in road chalk NFL games. Quite simply, when the road team is favored in a pro football game, the likelihood is that the majority of these games will go under the total. It's been the case for almost 10 seasons now, and last year, again, was the best season ever in terms of overall under percentage. Last year in the NFL, there were 99 games in which the road team was favored. Guess what? Only 31 unders and only 31 overs in those games, 68 unders out of 99 games in which the road team was favored. Road favorites in the NFL went under the total at a 69% percentage. Again, I'm mentioning that right now because in this week one of the NFL, there are now 6 games in which the road team is favored. So we're not going to be betting over the total in any of those 6 games. And I'm going to let you figure out what those 6 games are when you take a look at the current point spreads. But again, take a look at the 6 games in the NFL in week one in which the road team is favored. We're not going to be betting over. We're not going to be betting under in every single one of them, but we're going to be betting under the total in at least half of those 6 games in week one. Remember, week one is historically a low scoring week, so cut down on your overs in week one. This week, it's going to be more about the unders, and that'll do it for now. Again, don't forget the totals tip sheet newsletter. Issue number 1 right here. It is available for just $11, and it's available at playbooksports.com. That's going to do it for us right now. Remember, more unders than overs in week one. Good luck as always during this first combined week of college and NFL football. Remember, bet lightly. It's going to be a long season, and we will see you next week.